Hi there, I'm Tomo Bystad, the head of product creation for Metalwoods here at TaylorMade. Today I'm here to talk to you guys through about the new Sim 2 line of Metalwoods, specifically starting with the driver. Now the driver is obviously called Sim 2, it's based on the shape and motion technology that we saw in 2020. And so before we go into the specifics of this driver, let me talk you through what the shape and motion technology is really all about. Basically what we're doing is we're creating a super aerodynamic head, obviously raising the crown, creating a low inertia generator feature on the sole here to position all that weight really low to the ground and as far back as possible to create high inertia. And we're doing that in combination with this asymmetric sole feature, right? So we're actually shaping the sole to conform with the golf swing and the downswing to create maximum aerodynamics through the impact zone. And so that's really what that shape and motion is all about. It's about breaking those trade-offs of putting great aerodynamics together with high MOI and low CG. So with that out of the way, let's move on to all the amazing new things that are in this Sim 2 line of drivers. So the first thing you're going to notice is the construction is entirely different. And the way we've thought about this construction is unlike any other driver we've ever made before. So let's take a look at some of the details here. You'll notice this blue ring at the back, obviously very, very different looking, but it's a key to really unlocking what's different about the construction in this club. In this driver, the only part of this driver that's titanium is the face. Typically you'd see a titanium sole or a titanium back or even a titanium crown on a lot of drivers. This one literally just has a face. Now within this face you'll notice some familiar technologies that are coming back in 2021. First of all, you'll notice a twist face logo right here. This still has that breakthrough twist face technology that corrects on mishits low heel to high toe and really to combat those tendencies that golfers have as players. And so that's staying in the line, and it's the same geometry really as we've had before. Now as you look at the toe here, you'll also notice another familiar technology, but now in a new location, and that is the speed injection technology. The ports used to be here in the face and the heel and the toe. This has now moved to the toe here. And the reason is we currently have a single location here in the toe, and that's really different in terms of how we're injecting and how we're managing the efficiency of the face. And you may ask, why do we only have one injection port? Well, the reason is we've actually machined the back of the face. When you see that cutaway of this club and you see the inside of the club, you'll notice that the inside of that face is machined out, and that's really to control those thicknesses very precisely to create that CT spike in a very, very specific location to ensure that we can get maximum speed out of the face and create that speed injection technology with just one port in the toe. So that's simplified. Now, looking at the sole here, you'll also notice another familiar technology in the speed pocket. The speed pocket is a through slot like we've had in the last couple of drivers. Again, that's a technology that's there to create a bigger sweet spot, but also protect that ball speed on miss hits, especially low in the face. And so that speed pocket technology is extremely important for that. Now, when you look at the rest of the head, now you're going to see a lot of carbon, right? So if you look at the top of the club, we have that massive carbon crown. It's covered as much real estate as possible on the top of the club, and we really want to make sure that we're saving as much weight as we can so we can use that extra weight to position it in more beneficial areas of the club. So that's the same thing goes for the sole panel. Sole panels traditionally are titanium or metal. Now we're creating this large carbon panel, and that carbon panel is going to save additional mass that again we can use strategically both here in the back and a little bit in the front as well to create maximum MOI. And again, MOI, as you know, translates to more forgiveness. So that's a really, really important aspect of this. What this all does for us is it essentially creates an ability for us to create more MOI in the club, more forgiveness, more MOI, through having more weight in the back of the club. And so you'll see these weights at the back here be much heavier than previous generation TaylorMade products in this driver category. So really, that is really the fundamental recipe of that carbon in the crown and the sole. And that brings me to my final piece of this puzzle, and that's this aluminum ring at the back. We talked about the carbon crown and the sole. For weight savings, this saves additional weight. This is made out of a high-grade 775 aluminum that really is, first of all, serves as impact resistant material here on the side of the club, but most importantly saves weight, crucially, that we can then place in a better place in the club, both in the back low heel, sole here and as well as the front. Now this piece here is made through a really complicated process of forging. We forge it first, then we machine out the inside, then we also apply a beautiful anodized blue color to it again, so it really stands out there at retail, looks beautiful. But really this piece is what really is this whole construction is built upon to create that high speed combined with incredible MOI and forgiveness in the club. And so this is really, again, that linchpin in the technology that pulls it all together.